So there's now a stream going.
Sweet. All right. So, yeah, thanks for jumping on here. This video started as a video. It started as a It's going to be a series of videos and everything, and it's just there's hours of content, and I'm not that organized. So basically, this is just going to be a mixture of me rambling, me going in creative, me playing in survival. And what this is a breakdown of my game, which is my latest project, big project that I've worked on. It's definitely the best thing I've ever made in survival Minecraft. Anyway, it's definitely the most impressive thing I've ever made. What we're looking at right now, by the way, this is a replay video of me and three buddies playing around. What you're looking at here is like the entrance hall, and basically I'm gonna talk you through this, and this probably first video will be like how to play the game in its entirety from like start to finish. And then after I've done that, I'll probably break down the redstone kind of component by component. But you can kind of get a feel here for how the game starts. There's like a card entry phase. I suppose just to give you a bit of background, like I said, it is a dungeon game. The original idea was that it was be based on the Call of Duty's Zombies game, and there's some elements from like World War I, World War II. I actually can't remember which one it was. The one that I played has a class system, and that's where I got a lot of the concepts from. Because I know in the original ones you didn't have classes in it, so please don't at me with that. I think it was World War II I got anyway. But what we're looking at right now is a replay of a 4-player game recorded with some of my server buddies, and this game, like I said, was built in 100% vanilla. This all uses just regular redstone. There's no mods. This is like the perk dispenser that we're just about to look at right here. I'm actually very pleased with this device. It basically dispenses items and rewards, and also gives you beacon buffs. So just say you're a medic, it'll turn on the regen beacon for like 6 seconds every minute and stuff like that. If you have medic level 1, if you have medic level 2, you get more, and so on and so forth. I'll be breaking all this down, but that's essentially what that does. As you can see, my buddy Khajiit is entering in his books, and he's getting his rewards out of the barrels, and that's activating certain redstone. So, for example, I think I know Khajiit in this game was playing as a soldier, so that would have activated the strength buff, and he would have got a sword and so on and so forth. And then whatever Latifer is deciding to play, I actually, if I remember correctly, am just about to upgrade some points. And you can see here you can either buy pay to win books, which give you a 1 boost per round, as in like you can get a massive regen boost just for 1 round of the game and then it goes away. But also this acts as your upgrade station as well. So just say you have like you have 3 soldier level 1 books or 4 soldier level 1 books. When you add those in, they'll get upgraded to be a soldier level 2, because you can only play 1 book per round, so you want to upgrade that as much as possible. And then for level 2 books will give you a level 3 book. I think there's only so far a soldier level 3 book that's in vanilla, and nobody else has actually upgraded beyond that point, or gotten the tank level 3 or whatever it is. But basically what you're looking at the moment is the class input, and this allows you to play as different characters and classes, and like I said, different beacon effects and everything, and you can level these up with experience points that you get at the end of every round. And then also some people have bonus books. A lot of people helped me build this game. Definitely wasn't a solo endeavor, so there's a lot of people who would have got bonus books and thank you books and stuff like that. And then also we had competitions to see who was the first person to reach a certain point. So if you can see on the right side of the screen, actually Khajiit there already has 2 pieces of armor on before we start the game, and that would have been due to his class. He would have got these prizes. And it's my turn there. That's my avatar, or that's my character. playing. And yeah, look, as the names imply, if you play as a soldier, you're going to get a sword or an axe. If you play as a tank, you're going to get some armor. If you play as a medic, you're going to get healing potions and totems of undying. And if you play as support, you're going to get more food, more healing potions, and that sort of stuff. And sorry, as well, like speed potions and other kind of support buffs. And that's pretty much it with the character selection. I'm just gonna make sure I'm just popping over to the stream here to make sure everything is okay. This is minus 4 minutes. Let's just pop over and see what this says. Have we caught up? Alright, yeah, and everything looks fine. That's great. Okay, cool. Sorry, just making sure that it's all definitely fine. Yeah, cool. It's been ages since I streamed, so I'm not 100% confident that everything is set up correctly and that you can even hear me. And I'm just going to double check that that is coming through. Yes. Cool. So yeah, basically the game is about to start now. All of the players have their gear. Everybody's entered their cards and their gear. And you step into the round here now. And the initial gameplay loop is pretty much the same at the start of every single round. Typically, you want to have one person doing all the zombie killing or two people doing all the zombie killing, while the rest of the players then collect resources. There are bamboo stations that we'll see now in just a second littered around the game, and depending on how many players you have and stuff like that. If you're playing like one player, I'm actually going to play a game as well in a little bit so you can see what a one player game looks like. And yeah, basically with a 4-player game, it's a very, very different experience to a 1-player game anyway. You can actually organize and do teamworks. If you're by yourself, it's a much more hectic experience, I think, although it's pretty hectic no matter what you're doing. So basically, yeah, we're just waiting for these players to come in here. There are bamboo stations. So for example, you can see there that one of my buddies is wearing like an iron helmet off in the distance there. My character there, Spa. Some people have swords already, and that's again from their upgrade classes. When you first start playing, you won't have those. You won't have totems and stuff like that. You'll get much more basic equipment. You may not even get a starter sword. So like, obviously, you can play. You can achieve a lot more when you level up because you start with better gear. The main thing is starting with more food, because there were a lot of people, or sorry, there's a food shortages is kind of the main thing, and of course if you can get weapons or whatever, that'll help protect you. But that's one of the bamboo stations that you can see right here, and this is one of our crafting tables. We just saw a zombie get dispensed there. We'll see how all that works now again in just a second. This is the one crafting station at the early part of the game. Letifer, who's in this game, actually is responsible for decorating this area. I think it looks gorgeous, especially considering it was all stone bricks. I'm not a designer at all. Just did the redstone stuff, but I couldn't decorate it very well at all. So appreciate the guys coming in. You'll see CraftMasterB's area being decorated. And as you can see, Letifer, if you can see his name tag there on the left hand side of the screen, he is sitting there and spam clicking on the button while I'm defending. And there's some armor stations around here. That number 4 means it costs 4 rotten flesh, which is the currency of the game. It's kind of like your points in Call of Duty. There's a zombie dispensing station. There's another one up there. We just saw one get dispensed actually, and they basically go along rails and get dispensed. And here is the other shop, which is your weapon shop, and you can purchase those for 3 rotten flesh. So I was thinking in the same way that when you kill a zombie in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, or not Modern Warfare, Call of Duty Zombies, sorry, you get yourself a you get points that you can spend on guns or on doors or whatever, and that's the same principle. Well, when you kill somebody in when you kill a zombie in Minecraft, you get rotten flesh, so it just made sense to make that the point system. So basically, yeah, you'll kill him, he'll drop some rotten flesh, and you can either spend that on food in some cases, you can spend it on weapons, you can spend it on armor, you can spend it on unlocking the next section, and there are other different bits and pieces. Here's a little sneak peek at the crazy redstone. And basically, this is just one of the drop-off stations, and they get triggered one after the other. So if this one gets activated, it opens the other track, and then when the other track gets activated, it opens this track. So that I think every 4 zombies dispensed, one of them goes to this station, one of them goes downstairs, one of them goes to the other station, one of them goes wherever. So yeah, they get dispensed pretty evenly. I assume the camera is gonna hover here. Here we go. And then we'll follow that zombie. No. Oh, there we go. Okay, we didn't actually see him get dispensed. Great camera work by me. This video, by the way, is months in the making. I meant to start making this like 4 or 5 months ago when the game was initially finished, and I think I got a bit burnt out by it, so I'm coming back to it now. Like I said, this replay was all supposed to go into a properly edited video and everything, and like I said, I don't think I have it in me, but I still need to have some sort of log of this here being completed. This, by the way, this roll right here is kind of like the supply roll, where you just sit in this corner and you spam click. You just spam click this thing. There's a little delay that actually stops you from spam clicking it. You have to push the button after. You'll see there's a bit of timing there. I'm really mean. And if you actually just spam click the button, it won't work. You have to like release it for a couple of ticks before you can press it again. So there's actually dings happening right now that you can't hear because this is a replay video, but we'll hear that in a bit. You'll see I just ran over and I dropped down. I took all the wood, all the bamboo from Letifer's barrel there, ran downstairs, crafted it into a weapon and passed it to him, and now I'm like gearing him up with whatever I can find, and that's the teamwork element of it. The really big part of this for me was how do you like encourage actual teamwork, and a lot of it is making stations where you can't do anything. You're not able to help yourself, and it's really useful if you have a buddy come and try and save you. There are secrets littered all around this as well, which I will be spoiling in, I suppose, about half an hour, a little bit later. So there will be like a full walkthrough of the game that we can do. I'm going to be logging into the server as well. We'll be able to play a live round in survival. And this, again, the layout of this was always kind of planned this way. There are spawners in the middle. You could see the zombies there in the left hand side. There are spawners there, and basically I've encased them in tinted glass, and then have minecart dispensing stations all the way around. And actually this area hasn't really been fully decorated. This is pretty much what the whole game looked like. It was just stone bricks everywhere before the lads kindly stepped in and decided to throw some artistic flair on it, because like I said, I kind of suck at this. So there are these doors all over the place, and if you see a diamond block there, that will unlock you some more experience, and experience points go towards unlocking new levels for your characters and everything. And you'll also get food at those stations as well, which make them really important. So at this point, this is kind of like the farming stage of the game, I guess, where basically everybody is just running around trying to get as much materials as possible, trying to gear up. So you're buying gear in the gear machines. Oh, what's going on here? What is this camera doing, huh? Good stuff. Uh-huh. Yeah, so basically everybody is running around at the moment to try to gear up a little bit and get into a position where they're ready to proceed into the rest of the game. There's kind of like a catch-22 to that, I suppose, which is the longer you spend in the game, the more zombies appear, and also the shorter the round timers. So you might have at the start of the game zombies dispensing every 2.5 minutes or something like that. I actually can't remember the numbers. We can take a look at it though, and by the time you've played for 20 minutes, they're getting dispensed every minute, which is obviously a hell of a lot faster. So yeah, you've got this kind of catch-22 where you obviously want to play quickly because you don't want the game timer to run on too quick, making zombie waves ridiculously fast. But also you want to get geared up, so you kind of have to find that balance. So typically you wait till everybody has okay armor, and then you proceed. And obviously that time to get geared up gets cut down when you have better starting classes. Because if you start as like a tank level 3, you get like an iron chest plate, which is pretty much you sorted for the whole game. Typically, you won't run through a piece of iron armor in a single game, I guess. Yeah, I'd say that's true. Like I said, I don't know what this camera is for, so maybe we'll just skip ahead, see what's going on. Is there anything interesting? Are we about to open this up? So yeah, to proceed to the next areas, you'll see that these doors here, they take 25 rotten flesh. Most of the time they just take 23, and I really can't figure out why they don't take 25, but that's where we're at anyway. So yeah, between 23 and 25 rotten flesh will open these doors, and hopefully that's what we're about to see here. I'm moving on into the mines, but I guess we can actually just jump right in and play, and you can see anyway what a four-player game would look like, and I suppose we can take a look at what a one-player game would look like. So I'm just going to actually log into the server. I really hope I'm at the game and I'm not at my base. I'm at my base, so you got to sit with me here while I make it over. Let's see, should have kept the video playing. Oh no. Oh, is this bit finished? Aha! I swear this is actually my base. It will be a storage room, it's not right now. Alright, and I need my portal. Do I have a boat? I do have a boat. Yeah, so this was built, just want to give a shout out to my buddy Shawnee, who started this project with me, but unfortunately couldn't continue. But we spent a long time kind of brainstorming ideas, and I ended up, or we landed on this place over here. It's pretty far away, but that's because it has, I think, 4 or 5 zombie spawners all super close to each other, and also deep dark. So we've got like double spawners in some areas, single spawners in other areas, and then eventually you go and face a warden, or several wardens actually, if you're careless, I guess. Hang on. Ah, lads, that's embarrassing. What's going on? Have I not got run on? So, you'll see here, this is where the stream started, this is where the video started, we've just popped in here. This is kind of the behind the scenes. Do I have free cam? Because that would really help for this part of the video. Can I do that with Iris, Matica, boom, 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 replay. No, Tweakaroo? I don't think so. I don't even use most of these things, just like the run toggle and stuff. Anyway, so here we are. This is the actual live version of the game. This is in our survival on the server, so you can see I'm the only one online at the moment. Oh yeah, this is from the speedruns actually. I was like, floating clock. So yeah, you can see here that if you get first place, you get prizes, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. Like I said, we'll actually play a game to start out with and just get a feel for it. This is my deck, I suppose. See, everybody has a player card. Then you have tanks, you have supports, you have medics, and you have soldiers as well. I think I traded away my soldiers. And then this is the shop, the pay to win shop. So if you want to have a bonus book given to you. You just throw in a diamond here. The redstone's a little slow because it does a bunch of different things. So let's, yeah, just chuck this in here. And, oh, my shield. And I got a regen bonus. So with regen bonuses, you also get a free Totem of Undying. So there's some useful tips and stuff around the walls in here as well. If you see iron doors, diamond blocks mean you can earn a point of XP. I don't know if anyone's ever read these before. Yeah, anyway, so I'm going to take out my player card. Jesus, set your spawn. It's like the worst thing. There's signs all over the place. We had so many people spawn in like 11,000 blocks away from where they just died. So I'm going to use my player card. I'm actually going to use that regen bonus, and I'm going to play my tank book. Why not? And sure, since I'm trying to do a demonstration, we may as well do pretty well. So yeah, basically what you have to do is, we don't need to read all the signs and stuff like that, I guess. You turn on the game. The game actually does not activate until you enter a player card, so you can kind of arse around here a little bit. And I'm trying so hard to not go in and look at the redstone right away, but basically all of this is happening behind the scenes, so there's a lot of processing and everything that goes on. But basically, yeah, you start with a player card. Some people have like thank you books and permanent perk books and stuff like that, and so on and so forth. Basically, as soon as you hear a little ding, you are good to go. And I got a pretty busted iron sword, which is good. 1 cookie and 2 pork chops, which is okay-ish. Cookies are like the worst, and pork chops are the best foods. Possibly there's pumpkin pies in there that might be slightly better. Then I'm going to play a tank too. My expectation is I'm going to get like boots or a helmet that are iron, but there's a little bit of randomness to it, so you may not, and hopefully then 2 or 3 more pieces of food. So there's a little bit of RNG to every single round. I actually asked my server mates for feedback on that, whether they would like to have it be a bit more random or have it be a bit more samey, and everyone said randomness. So we got chainmail that time and 3 pork chops, which is a really great result. And then the resistance bonus, you don't get any items with it, so you can kind of chuck this in. And then we'll throw in the regen bonus as well. Or sorry, I think I said regen twice. The resist bonus you don't get any items with. It always says wait for... Turn on the switch in the hall. Insert books as listed above in this order. Wait for the ding before entering another book. Collect your items. Some may arrive later. Be patient. Store all gear and books and set your spawn. Can't stress that enough. So you can see now I have... Oh, I just realized my game sounds are not coming through my headphones. Ooh, that's going to complicate this performance. Alrighty. So that's actually a really good result, by the way, just since you probably wouldn't have any grasp of what a good roll is. But yeah, to get full pants and 8 pork chops and a totem is really good RNG. My stats are full. You can see the beacon effects that were on have turned off, and now I have resistance. That's because I'm playing as a tank. The game is now active. I'm going to close the door behind me here, and this is going to start counting down. And oh, there's 13. I'm happily gonna cheat with that. There's 14 or 13 bamboo still in the game from before, and I'm gonna take full advantage of that because I'm doing my demonstration. So you can imagine if I didn't have this sword right now, that it would be a little bit more difficult to just get started like this. And you'd be against 3 zombies, which is why it's good to firstly play with buddies. The key thing you want to be doing, by the way, is to not be taking those hits that I'm taking. So that was really super unnecessary damage that I took there. And you hopefully on stream just heard that bell, which means that that's the start of the next round. There's one. So you kind of want to be aiming for crits. There's John. You kind of want to be aiming for crits every time you're playing. Or every time you're swinging. You don't want to waste any of your weapon durability, which is pretty much the thing that's going to keep you alive. Make or break. Oh, poo. Might be a very short game. Oh, lag! I don't know if you guys could see it on your end there. I assume so, because it's playing. From my side. I'm going to start not making sense now, because I'm like playing under pressure. I think I also just heard a baby zombie as well, which is like a bit of a game changer. And please don't insult my crafting in the book. I panicked! Ah! Knew it. Oh, he's going to kill me. No! That's a shocking use of it. Oh no, I'm writing on the signs! I gotta wax those. Oh, this is really bad. Okay. And I never put that body on the thing. Whoa, look at this guy. Where'd you come from, buddy? Right, put this in my groups are disabled on the server. That's new. Yeah, alright, cool. Since we're down a totem, may as well just... Oh my goodness, yeah, okay. I think possibly the fact that I'm streaming is causing major delay. And I'm not even seeing these guys coming. Oh, get out! So this is going to be a really good demonstration game. Oh my goodness, he was nowhere near me. Okay, so obviously latency is causing a little bit of a problem here. But yeah, that's a very basic bad first round for you. And you would finish that up, turn off the game and wait 5 minutes. This light will turn off whenever it's ready to be played again. And if you want to like restock the items and stuff like that, you can stand here and just these guys will come over to the front door again. And like the baby zombie that killed me, for example, will probably pick up that sword and come over here. And you can either kill them, here we go, these guys are here, and restock the machine. So actually it's probably a good time to talk about that and to actually jump into creative. So just in case this is for a world download that you can do, basically ignore these holes and stuff. This is just for quick access when I'm building and stuff. So when you're returning, when you finish a game, these are like return stations. And down here you can see there's like rotten flesh. This is what happened when people died. I don't know where these came from because they don't give out pearls. But yeah, there's wooden swords and stone swords and everything. And what I do is I put them into shulker boxes, and then I load the shulker boxes in here, and these go back out to the players. So just say that damaged gold or iron sword that I got there previously in the round just now, that would have gone into presumably here where my player card came from, and I got this damaged sword or a piece of food out. So for some of them, smooth. For some of these, I have very specific loadouts listed. Like the regen bonus can only have, yeah, totems of undying in it. And then, like, say, for example, the medic one can have, I don't know, totems and whatever. Thank you book, what can the thank you have? You get some leather armor, a health potion. You might just get a single piece of bamboo, which is really stingy. I don't know why they're there. And yeah, you would get one of these basically, and it would get pumped in. So, whoa, knockback 2, iron sword, that's pretty huge. And you would get that for the perma perk, and they're the people who managed to find the lost spas in the game. But yeah, I'm going to jump in now, and I suppose this is the major part of the game that has spoilers, I guess. So I'm actually just going to go into just going to go into spectator mode and make sure this is definitely the latest version of the game. Oh, it doesn't have... yeah, so this is what it looks like before it was decorated. Again, thank you to Letifer who did all that. And then in here... Oh, this is a really old version of it. So this is before even GMB did his decorations. Oh, and it doesn't have this. Okay, so this is the wrong version. 1 second. Let's find 24th 03/12. Oh, that's the 20. Okay, 12th of March. Right, let's try this one. Ah. Please stand by. TP. Spot to 4,000, 150, 5,000, thereabouts. Give me a beacon. Come on, give me a beacon. That's gotta be it though, right? Oh, this is for powdered snow. Yes, this is the latest version. Cool. We're good. We're in good business. Good hands. No. Oh, I see. This was also at the stage when I swapped my shift and control keys, so that's going to be fun to get used to again. All right, so this is actually the finished version of the game. So this basically from now on is going to be 100% walkthrough and spoiling of the game. So if you're still looking to play it actually properly, I would stop now. Right, so we can get rid of all this. Get rid of all this and turn this on, I suppose, but it doesn't really... Doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll bring some flesh with me and a sword, why not, and some food, and we'll take some slime balls. Is there anything else that I need? I don't think so. Just bring some food for the lulz. Right, yeah, cool. Alright, and then we have, yeah, so we'll just play through it, like I said, in creative. I'm going to turn this on and add some cards and do whatever. Really should have made like a admin card or something like that that just gives you all the buffs for this particular playthrough. So you actually have to add, you can't just play. It will not dispense zombies unless you have entered in a player card. And let's see, I just want to make a note of when the actual tutorial part of the game has started. Where are we in the stream? Alright, about 30 minutes into the stream. Perfect. Alright, so just for my timestamps. So walkthrough starts around 32 minutes. So those zombie sounds you actually hear as well are just on yeah, I can just quickly swap between spectator and not. They are actually just the game timer playing zombie sound effects. So like I said, there are no zombies being dispensed until you enter a player card into the game, and then for each player card more and more zombies will get added. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to stay away from the redstone and just do a full game walkthrough for anybody who is interested. Look, should I play it in creative? I don't know. It feels kind of cheaty either way. I'm either going to give myself armor and play in survival, or... Yeah, I'll give myself armor and play in survival. It's probably the better way to do it. And I'll give you a full breakdown video another time, I suppose. And we'll just do that, and then give me a bunch of... Yeah, we're just eating enchanted. We're just eating golden apples, why not? Cool. And then what's this? Player card. Alright, sweet. And I'll stick in a buff as well. So the game is on. You can see the regular buffs, the speed buff and the mining buff and the jump boost, they all go away. I'm going to stick in a player card. Oh, that's going to duplicate because I'm in creative. creative mode. Oh no, what am I doing? In survival mode. And oh, I'm just gonna give myself way more flesh so that we can just stroll on through all of the puzzles here. And let's just say a resist bonus for the crack as well. And that's in there, great stuff. And then we'll put in the resist bonus and go back into survival. Dump that off, and I'm just gonna take the food and everything because I was in creative and it duplicated. Is there a totem of undying in here? It's rare that they obviously make it through a round. Hey. Alright, so yeah, I've just entered in a player card, which means that zombies actually can spawn into the game. We've just cheated in a load of items. I'm going to close the door behind me, and as we saw in the previous round, we have these bamboo dispensing stations. You would then go and craft yourself up a weapon. To be fair, the axe is probably the best way to do it, but if you're stuck for resources, just craft yourself a sword instead. It's kind of better for crowd control, whereas the damage per piece of bamboo, I think, definitely increases. So you got a piece of flesh that time from this shop. You got a broken gold sword. It's usually not really worth it. You buy in this shop if you're desperate. Although 2 pork chops is like super good luck to get in there. Whoa, hey buddy. Yeah, basically. So look. We've seen this round of it, right? You would typically go around and get geared up, and geared up and geared up and geared up, and you can do, you can either do. There's 2 kind of strategies that you can do, and one of them is, you can just do the top door, right, to get into the next area, because the bottom door requires 2. The bottom door requires 2 doors for you to open to get into, but if you do open the 2 down below, which we'll take a look at in just a second, you do not technically need to open the one above it. It can stay locked if you want to, which is a pro tip, I guess. Now, personally, I prefer opening that door. That's just my way of playing it, because personally, I prefer if the door is open because it gives you another walkway, and also we'll see here now in just a second when this tots up. Just gonna start using a netherite sword. You can see this now in a second when this opens up. Here we go, and I got a load of food. A load of food went into my inventory there. Sorry, some of it went into different slots, so you didn't see. But every door you open, you get food, and it's one of the very few places that you can actually get food in the game. This is supposed to dictate that you have one of the 2 doors open and not the second one. Whoa. And this, by the way, is what I meant by being able to access the upstairs. Oh, no, it's not. How do you access the thing from here? Can you do this? Oh, sneaky. You're not supposed to be able to do that, actually. So we've cheated our way into the second area already. Bad game design, huh? Anyway, I'm just going to open these up here, but just to kind of speed this up a little bit, but you get an idea of what the core gameplay loop is like. Go around, kill zombies, buy gear, unlock things, and there are a couple of secrets around the place which we'll come back to now in just a second. I've placed down a little chicken head here as a hint as well, because you're going to be opening this up with an egg in just a few minutes. So this door is now open. So I know a lot of people were playing this before and didn't actually realize that when you are standing in the range of double spawners, you're obviously spawning in more zombies than you would be otherwise. So when you're in this area, there's a second spawner, and if things start getting out of hand, let's see, if things start getting out of hand in here, you want to retreat back to where there's only 1 spawner, as opposed to 2, for obvious reasons. Half the zombies. This section works a little bit differently. You don't have paid doors. What you need to do instead is stand on pressure plates. This is my favorite meme design thing I've ever come up with before. You have to be crouched. Now that's actually to stop zombies from pressing the pedal for you. They'll die before they can activate it. But I mean it's mean because you think that went pretty quick, and then the second one went pretty quick, and you think, oh, okay, well, the third bit's gonna come along any second now, huh? Oh, there it is. There's the third bit. Fourth bit's gonna be any second now, right? And yeah, it's actually the fourth bit is the slowest bit, and the third bit is the second slowest bit, and so on and so forth. So you actually spend more time on the pressure plate trying to defend yourself from the incoming zombies. But then once you do, you've unlocked one of the 4 doors. That light will stay on. You've just earned an experience point. So I'm just gonna run around here. Actually show you that. So this is, you've got door 1 of 4 unlocked over here. If you are playing, by the way, and you're getting overwhelmed, this area is a great area to kind of stand your ground. There are ways for zombies to get up behind you. There's never really a truly safe space in the game, which is something I put a lot of time into. But this is one of the better ones because you kind of have this choke point of they can only really get you. If you have 2 players, this is pretty easy to hold. If somebody's weapon breaks or whatever, you retreat back and they stand here and take them here and so on and so forth. So yeah, we've gotten plate number 1, pressure plate number 1. We're gonna go and get pressure plate number 2. Let's say it's just up here. But it's closed off. So how do we get in here? Obviously, still beautifully decorated like the whole rest of the game as well. This area, by the way, sorry, was all decorated by my buddy CraftMasterB. I'll send a link to his channel as well because he does really, really cool builds on his Let's Play, and he just started a hardcore series as well, which I highly recommend you check out. So he did all this decorating here because, again, I super suck at decorating. We're going to come up to the garden and take a quick look around. So I mentioned earlier that there's some chickens. So we just got 6 eggs. It's a pretty good run. And there's a sheep here. Oh, I wonder what that could be for. And this is one of, I think, the only places that you can pick up food in the game other than, whoopsie. These actually won't regrow as well. There are lights that turn on after the game has ended to allow them to regrow, so you can't just camp the berries and keep growing more, which again, I'm quite happy with how mean that is. I'm gonna sneeze. So yeah, over just behind me is, this is another zombie dispensing station, by the way, which is why I'm kind of glancing over to it. Over here, if you put a totem of undying in, this is like revive your buddy. So if you put a totem in there, it will unlock the front door of the game. So just say your teammate dies and it's very early and you think, hey, I'd be much better off with a buddy than having a totem for myself. Oh, sorry, this one actually does regrow. That's the only one. Yeah, so just say you want your buddy to come back into the game, tell him to stand by the front door and chuck in your totem of undying. And you'll be pretty far away from each other. Your buddy will be jumping in with no more gear or anything like that. So that's something to be aware of, is that you'll be kind of doing like a hard reset. We'll come to that in a second. There's a bonus egg. Let's see if we can get the secret. You can drop down the well, by the way. Actually, I should be doing that. So to unlock this, look, I'm not doing any spoilers. I was going to be all coy about it and everything. But no, we're just looking directly at the thing. I thought golden apples were going to be the absolute perfect food. Eat one every 5 minutes and I'll be fine. Should have went with the enchanted ones. But, so if we drop down here, there is a panel. You can right click either one of these. It does not matter. You just need to trigger one of them once. I'm actually just going to pop into thingy mode. So basically, yeah, look, there's just a observer looking at these. And yeah, you just flick it, and basically what it does is it opens the door for you. So I'm just gonna sneak past these guys in spectator, he, and then back into survival, la 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 la. And basically when you come back up here now, you will see that this door or this wall, this exit has been opened, and that's it. There's an achievement, if you like, called 360 no scope, which is if you jump off the well and spin around and hit the thing, you get an achievement. Obviously, that's not built into the game. It's just something that you get if you do it. It's Scout's honor if you get it. So yeah, this is the last one. I'm surprised these guys didn't follow me, or here they are now, a bit late to the party. Oh, he hasn't even seen me. Ah, 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 ah. Uh, oh, now he has. So obviously, when you're not wearing netherite, this can be a bit of a problem. It can be like 5 whacks to kill a zombie, not just one. So that's the second pressure plate unlocked now. Where is the third one? The third one is just below us here. Whoa, now. So let's get out of here, buddy. We'll go down. Oh. So I am not killing many zombies, and it is starting to show because they are starting to build up around the game area, which is something you really need to be aware of. You got to keep culling your zombie population, or else it will get out of hand. If you've been running around chatting and messing around and stuff, you will get yourself into trouble. Like I said, I've been running around the dual spawner area, which is the second area, for quite some time without killing many zombies. There's going to be quite a few of them. Ooh, was that lag? No. I'm in single player, right? So it couldn't be lag. Alrighty. So, yeah, you want to stand about here. This is for the entrance to KFC. No, what was it called? I can't remember what it was called. Zombie fried chicken or something. But yeah, you want to aim about here with your egg and pray. Ah, come on now. This is why it helps having a buddy to cover you. And you want to pray that you get a chicken. What? Ah. Well, look, that's the secret explained anyway. And you can. Ah, come on, we'll go get more eggs. But anyway, here is another. This is kind of the first trapdoor you should be doing. Or sorry, not trapdoor. This is the first pressure plate. Can you tell I'm starting to get frazzled? This is the first pressure plate that you should be doing right here. This typically is the one like right in front of the player's eye line. There's a lot of work that I've put into making certain things be like in the player's eye line. So like when these doors drop down and they open up here, the entrance to this area opens up. You should be looking directly at this diamond block to kind of pull your... Oh, poo-boo. Oh my goodness, that went very quickly. Oh my goodness. Okay. So my totem has popped. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So you gotta actually let this... Oh, so it's happened. This is why they're so mean. When this happens, when you get knocked off it early, and this is why it's so important to protect your teammates, is you have to wait for it to cool down again and then start refilling it. So you can't just start refilling right away. You gotta let all the points drain out, and then when it goes black again, you jump on. There we go. And that's why it's so mean. Alright, so now I gotta stay here. I can't believe those two zombies popped my totem. And I'm in netherite. Oh, I'm not in netherite. I thought that was crazy how much damage I was taking. I did not equip myself. Oh my goodness. I was wondering, I was like, I thought I would sail through this with the armor that I'm wearing, but I didn't actually put it on. Okay, so it's closer to a legit playthrough than I expected. Oh my goodness. Alright, so let me tell you the secret. That if you get... So you can use anything you get in the game to start crafting weapons and stuff like that. So if you want to craft yourself an iron axe with the iron that you just got, then go for it. But to encourage some secret finding, there's also, just up here, again, big spoiler, if you don't want this spoiled, stop looking, blah blah blah, spoilers. If you craft yourself, instead of spending this on an iron sword, which you would be very smart to do, if you instead shear this sheep, you unlock this secret door right here, which will bring you into another Latifer custom designed area, which I appreciate, man. Thank you very much. And this area will kind of... This is like the last secret of the game, really, because it changes how the game is played. And... Oh, that fire's gone out. If you will need 2 players to unlock this secret, and basically you need to synchronize your button presses. So you got to press these both at the same time, at exactly the same time, or the witch will be released, and she'll be released for like 10 seconds just to hit you with a slowness potion, maybe a poison potion if you're really unlucky, and then she'll pop back down again. I'll just do that now. You can just kind of avoid her being down here, but then zombies start spilling in, and that changes things a little bit. So let's see if I do this. It builds up, by the way. If you just keep pressing the button, she'll stay up for longer and longer. So it kind of works on a point system. You can see now she's gonna hit me with the, she got me with the poison. Anyway, yeah, this is a secret. Obviously, I can't unlock this right now. So, poison ticks got me. So, yeah, down here, there is a barrel. I hope this is full of items. Yeah, there's 1 reward. You get a random reward in there. It's usually pretty good, like an iron sword or iron ingot or iron something. Or a piece of armor. It's usually pretty top tier, the best stuff that you're going to get in the game. If you need a secret exit, that is down here, and you may be surprised. Dun, dun, dun. So you're actually out into the first area again, back into the crypt where we, oh my goodness. Ah, wrong sword. Ah, wrong button. I'm starting to panic now. Oh, I can buy armor in the shop. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Very helpful having a netherite sword. Oh my goodness, no! Alrighty. So yeah, that's a round. That was supposed to be a total walkthrough of the game there, so I'm a little disappointed with that now. I'm just going to jump back in. We're going to pretend that that didn't happen, and I'm actually going to give myself some armor and stuff like that, and we'll just do that again, but properly. I think it was because I was in creative and I like shifted that onto my person. So if I do this, yeah, there we go. And then if I go with one of them and with a bunch of them, and then we'll put in a few of these as well. Like I said, just mega cheats. And let's go get them. Are we still in creative? Yes. So we can go. And then back into survival. Where did I die? Oh, up here. Whoa, is that another right sword? Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Should have ate one of those apples first. Oh, buddy. Well, that totem was well used. Well spent. Just gonna do a little... Am I not running? Oh, I wasn't running. Oh, buddy. So there's all sorts of different ways you can run here. Like I said, I haven't been killing zombies for very long, which means that there's going to be like a ton of them. Anyway, I think we got 3 of the 4 doors, and it's time to go grab the 5th door, or the 4th door. Jeez Louise. Gotta calm myself down here a bit. Stop being a frazzle brain. So yeah, let's fly down and take a look at this real quick, and you can see there are 3 of the 4 doors. Well, where is the 4th door? And here's the advantage to opening the back area first instead of the front area. So we've spent 23 on this. You can actually reach into this from here. But 23, 32, let's find out. So yeah, this area is pretty full up. As you can see, lots of zombies. I think they should be able to pathfind away, or around to me, I mean. I need to get that netherite sword off that guy. Oh my goodness. Alright, so yeah, the last... Whoa! Okay. This is where we... This is where we hold them. But a lot of the game is this. The whole point is that the pressure is supposed to stay on and you're kind of constantly falling back. Like there are areas like here that will allow you to do a loop back onto yourself. And now we're back to this easy to defend position where we can hold these guys off easy. You just keep checking your back and everything. And then we can jump down here. So basically, much like the actual Call of Duty game, you get into this kind of loop where you're just doing circles and just running, killing, running, killing, running, killing as much as you can. And anyway, the last pressure plate is down here, so I'm going to get this as quickly as I can. This is the fourth one here, and hopefully we'll hear a dragon sound effect whenever we get in there. See, it seems so quiet. Oh, I wasn't looking. No. Pro Minecrafter. So yeah, now because that ran out, we gotta let that cool down. As you can see, there are more. I didn't really draw any attention to the bamboo stations or anything around the place. There's another one. I'm literally looking right at it right now. Hopefully you can see that at the top of the screen. Holy crap! Oh my goodness. And yeah, you would kind of just do a lap, come back around, and then back around. And I know a lot of those guys have been forced upstairs. And there's music playing as well. Oh no. Well, shouldn't be there. Where these zombies are spilling down from, by the way, is if we took the first pressure plate, the stairs, there's a little side area would let you come out there. Obviously, I know this looks pretty crazy and unsurvivable, but I've been doing a lot of time wasting and explaining and stuff like that. I wouldn't really kind of play like this normally. But yeah, we're just going to activate this fourth pressure plate and get into the lab. Did they get rid of the glint on... Oh, they are different. Yeah, yeah. Okay, we're actually paying attention this time. We're gonna get the plate. So yeah, this last light takes longer than the other lights put together. It's like I said, it's one of the meanest things that I did, I think, in this game. When you're under a lot of stress, you think you're so close, and you're not at all. Come on, that was it, right? Where's my dragon roar? I didn't hear it. So when I come up here, yay, the lab is open. So we're in the lab now. And the lab, basically, the goal of the lab is to solve the puzzle. And this is somewhere, this is kind of an example of where, okay, let me, if I pause this, is he paused? No, how do I do F3 and P? Yeah, so the game is paused now. Cool. Alright. So I'm going to... Let's see. So with this puzzle... What?! F3 and P. Bro. F3, P. Oh, it's because I opened it to LAN, isn't it? Damn. Alright, cool. Okay, so we gotta go in spectator mode. I think it's the only way to do it then. Alright, okay, so the secret, jeez, this is pretty crazy now. The secret to this, right, is that there are two things on here Now I can actually turn off that pause on focus thing because I don't want it to pause. There we go. So the secret with this thing here is, let me just make sure you can actually see my notepad. Yeah, looks like it. Okay, there are 3 machines, right? And all 3 need to be correct signal, right? The correct signal changes each round, so you can't remember which color is the right color or anything like that, right? Firstly, I want to give a big shout out to Playful Target on YouTube and on Reddit, because he took his or her design and basically updated it to work with extra combinations, and on top of that work together in tandem with this. So this white line basically is the line that says, is this correct or not? And all 3 of these need to be correct in order for the machine to work. So basically, one of these in isolation, right, is what we're going to look at. And with each machine, you can see here there are... Okay, let's check this machine over here because it might be easier. Yes. So with each machine, there are 2 correct possible answers, right? So there are 2 composters here on the screen. There's one at the very, very bottom of the screen, and there's one at the very, very top of the screen. I'm trying to put them almost as close to in line as I possibly can. And each one of those gives off a signal. And the rest of them, the glass blocks, do not give off a signal, right? So basically, if you're taking a look at any one of these, they're in different positions as well, so you can't remember any of these. So these 2 are really, really close together, and these 2 over here are actually separated out, and then these 2 over here are slightly separated out as well, right? And when you roll onto one of these, they will make a sound, right? So when you get the right sound, let's go. By the way, you're supposed to be doing all this while you're fighting zombies, so that's why it's really important to have teammates with you while you're doing this. So I'm just going to scan this around. Need a bit more volume so I can hear the dings. There. So that was a ding, right? So I know that behind this block is a composter, basically. And let's just confirm that. So yeah, there is a composter, and it is giving off a certain reading, right? And basically, to simplify this puzzle, right, is we're going to ignore all non-ding, that's a great way to put it, all non-ding blocks, right? Ignore all non-ding blocks, right? Which means that on each block there is an A or a B, right? There's only 2 composters on each one, A and B. Over here, there's A and B, and we're going to ignore the 7 or whatever it is, 6 non-dings that happened before that, right? So basically, we pop on in here, and if I cycle through these, not adventure mode, if I cycle through these, there's a ding, and there's a second ding, right? So I have my A and my B for this one, right? But I don't know which one is which, and here's where the trial and error part of the puzzle comes along, right? So you figured out which one is A and B on, let's just pretend it's each one of these, right? The only possible combinations, there are 3 machines, right? 1, 2, and 3. The only possible correct combinations are AAA, AAB, ABA. Let's go. Oh, I should have done that. ABB, BBB, and then ABA, BBA, BBB. Is that correct? Is there 6 or 8? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, then this minus this, then we need a BAA, I guess, and then there's one more. This is a terrible walkthrough, but basically, this is how you should be figuring it out. Don't try and figure out a million, billion, vajillion things of this, right? There are only 2 correct answers. If you don't hear a ding, you haven't hit a correct answer. You can ignore that color. And actually, just to show you in here, there is a resetter basically that every time the round ends, it changes what the answer is. So if there's seeds or a shovel in here, it'll want one answer other than the rather than the other. Sorry. should I say. And then if we were to spin these around anyway, it would unlock the machine. So let's actually do it. I'll demonstrate this for you. Again, I'm actually, just for noise and simplicity reasons, we're just gonna do a little kill entity type equals zombie. Right. Boom. Oh my goodness, we got a chat, guys. Hey, Jasper, sorry. I am now reading the chat. Kaji here. Hey man, I am finally doing a full game walkthrough of ZombieCraft. Welcome. You were featured in the start of the video there. I hope you don't mind. Anyway, so we're doing the puzzle. It's on screen. I see why I wanted to do this in a recorded video now, but let's just say we'll spin around. And to make it even easier to pay attention to music and sounds, we're going to do hostile creatures, get you out of here, and then like note blocks and blocks. Let's see. Right, so that's A. Wait, was that a bell? Or a ding? Ah, that was a ding. Okay, cool. So that's our A. That's our A, right? So we've got now, we're on our way to figuring out our first solution. So we got A, then we got another A, and we want to go back and there we go. So we've got A, A, A. You may notice that it didn't matter which ones those actually were. It just got calculated out because they were the first ones that we got, right? So we just tried A, and that didn't work. So what are we going to do next? A, and B, sure. And the fastest way to do that is stay exactly where you're standing and just wait for the next ding. There we go, we got a ding, and this light has not turned on yet, so we know that A, B is not correct. So let's scooch on down to the next one and change this one to B. Let's see if that is the correct answer. There we go, we got another ding. Light has not turned on yet, so we know that A, B, B is incorrect. Let's change it to B, B, B. I think that was another ding, and BBB has not worked. So let's get what one makes more sense. I guess BBA makes the most sense here. Let's change this one. Great. Okay, cool. So BBA didn't work. We did BB. Oh, I already included BBB. That's terrible. And then, oh no, have I started to lose track of this on my actual tutorial? This is gonna be BAB. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I think that just leaves one more result, right? Which is BAB. Good deal. Whoa. All right. Okay. So what's the final combination left then? I'm doing a really bad job of explaining this. BAA. Oh my goodness. I wish this wasn't live now. Panic is setting in. Hey, thank goodness for that. So that was BAB. And again, it doesn't matter which ones you assign to it, just make sure, well, actually, just make sure. I did just get lost running through the different options. So if you reach this bit, like I said, just try to assign these blocks over the way, just give them any sort of assignment and make sure you run through the options one by one. So when you reach this bit of the game, by the way, this is your first chance to get an upgrade. This is also the second crafting table in the whole map. There may only be 3 or 2. So this is your next chance to craft up, and also it's your chance to get a massive upgrade, because above me right here is the ability to get cobblestone. So once this gets counted up here, this is what you've kind of turned on. Although the real thing that you've turned on is access to the button in the president's office, let's call it. Why not? And if you push this here, you'll trigger. Let's see. This is the bit before. I'll finish the explanations. Chats later today, Kaji. 100%, man. I'm just finally doing a full walkthrough of this. By the way, if you don't want to at the end of this spoil or anything, do pop off and we can talk about it later, I suppose. And if you want to play a game actually on stream as well, that would be awesome. So you can see there, I got, or I'm about to. I haven't picked it up yet, or did I? Where's my cobble gone? Where's my cobble? Did I not pick that up? I might have to watch that back. What happened there? Yeah, basically. Anyway, once you put in this thing there, you'll get dropped 9 cobblestone. Hang on a sec. Just gotta put this back as well. You'll get your 9 cobblestone back. By the way, the amount of flesh and gear that I have and stuff is ridiculous. You wouldn't normally have this much stuff at this point. And basically, you can upgrade to cobblestone. You've been using stone tools this whole time. And you get to upgrade to cobblestone, which is quite a big difference. At this stage, I would actually recommend going back through the game and killing some of the zombies that are left behind. Now, about 15 minutes ago, I did a kill all command, which will empty out my area. But there are zombies in the launch tubes, I guess, of each section. So even though I've stepped, about here is where the spawn boundary stops. So as soon as I've stepped here, I'm no longer making zombies in that area, but there's a chamber with anywhere up to like 24 for entity cramming of zombies sitting there waiting to be launched. So you literally might have 50 zombies unaccounted for in this back area here, and if you leave it, it can become a serious problem. Kaji, I have many to-dos as well, so I guess we can just DM a little bit later. Maybe you're 8 or 9. That work? No stress anyway, we can just message. Yeah, so I mentioned as well earlier that there was this kind of like end game secret, which is to activate the jump boost in the game. Since I'm in creative, I may as well cheat and come up here. And you can come in here and you can activate the jump boost by pressing these 2 buttons at the same time. This is one of the first areas where that will actually come in any way useful. Just something that's a bit of, there's like pros and cons to it, that it'll actually affect your ability to crit. So if you're trying to crit somebody and you're doing double jumps instead. Thanks for popping on, Kaji. See you soon, man. But if you do have that jump boost, here is a 2-block jump, and you'll be able to make it up to here, which is where the zombies are being dispensed from. You're ruining my little zombie villager display. I don't want to hit this. There we go. Look at the detail in here, huh? And yeah, per game there will be an awesome item up in here. So if you're wondering why would I bother getting jump boost, that makes it actually harder to get my crits and stuff, is that you can pop up to secret areas in the game that have now become available, and then pick up some pretty rare items. So that's basically a whole extra life in case you die. There's also a running game that I have going on that if you find a bunch of dead my avatars in the place, you can get a prize, but I don't know how you're going to do that when you play by yourself. And then if you push this now, This will actually activate the TNT launcher. If I wasn't in creative, obviously that would have wrecked me. And that comes from the floor above, and it comes down here, and you're in the final stage of the zombie part of the game, and this is the lab. Now, because I'm playing... Because I'm playing one player, this should be open, and I'm gonna go check why that is really quick. So there should be a line that says, yeah, this is it, right? Yeah, yeah, and that's... Yeah. Aw. That should have worked. Okay, so basically... it's been a while since I've had like a bug. That's strange. That actually all should have worked. But basically, yeah, that redstone meat is there. What this checks for essentially is if there are more than one player. So this is how many players are in the game. This is one player, this is two players, this is three players, and this is four players. And then different stuff happens depending on that. Different zombies are launched. And basically this detects if there are two or more players. And if there are, it should open, or it should lock this door. And if it's less than two players, or less than one player, less than two players, oh my god, it should be open for me. So I'm just gonna see what happens if I do this. And that opened that, right? And then... yeah. Alright, I'll just leave it like this for now. So basically, when you come down here, if you come down here with two or more players, you need to do some synchronized button presses. So that'll involve you coming up here and your buddy standing on the opposite side. And there's a button on the opposite side of here. And you go 1, 2, 3, synchronize the button presses, and that will unlock 1 point for you, which does that here. And then if you come up the opposite side, there are buttons as well, and you would go 1, 2, 3, synchronize push, sorry, and that opens up both doors. And as you can see, this is all happening while there are zombies spilling from the roof in a kind of dark and scary room. So it's kind of like the last real challenge. And just before we pop into the warden area, I'm going to cover all of the secrets and different bits and pieces that are involved in this area. So this is probably the first thing that you should do when you drop down here. You drop down here, my pro advice would be to you to come down here and to open this immediately. And what this does is actually gives you a shortcut back home. And you're back at the crypt again for a full 360 of the map. You can now properly do a Call of Duty where you can run all the way around and do a full lap of the map in its entirety. So we can come down from here. This is the underground dungeon. Back up into the lab. Come around here. Climb up this way. Drop down. Drop down. We're in the tunnel. We can go up through here and so on and so forth. And we can just kind of loop that around. So I'd highly recommend getting that for when zombie populations get out of hand. You can kind of just keep looping around and running backwards and taking them out. This is supposed to be the crashed elevator that leads to the elevator upstairs where we saw the crash spa. And these, I think, is essential. I say I think. Let's see. No? Not enough? Not enough? There we go. And this gives you a flint, because you will need to light 3 flames in the next area. And this will give you a flint. I didn't realize that was so expensive. That must have been like 45 armor or something like that. Oh, sorry, and this is why I actually brought in the slime balls. So if you get lucky, yeah, you'll get a goat horn. And basically slimes spawn randomly around the map. And if you find a slime spawning, and you get the horn, you can make your way back to the lab with the horn. And this is where we're gonna blow the mind of some of my server mates. Is that a lot of the YouTube shorts that I did while I was building this were actually hints to secrets that were built into the game. So I did make a short on this on how to build this, and gave hints and everything, but I don't think anybody got it. But basically you blow your horn here. Whoa, faster. Blow your horn. And you find yourself in a secret hidden dead spa room who's just holding on to some red dye, and that's supposed to make him look like he's dead. And then in here there's extra pork chops and a totem of undying. So again, some pretty good RNG with these things. I think that's the third free life that I've gotten in this playthrough. So that'll basically, if you can get the slimes and you put it into the machine and you honk the horn, you'll also get yourself a totem of undying. Or again, like I said, that might be like an iron sword or whatever. And look, I'm just going to run that kill zombie command again. 63 of them. This place is supposed to be kind of dark and unlit and stuff like that. There's a little bit of lore behind the game and everything. But like I said, we're just playing through those bits and pieces. What did I miss? So if you have the jump boost, there's actually a secret up here. So this is just boom. If you have the jump boost and you can jump up and you can push this button, experience point. That's it. That's one extra point in the bag. You've scored one higher for your whole team. Everybody gets one extra experience. Nice and easy. Little secret in there. What have I missed up here? Oh yeah. We'll actually just cheat and do the Kentucky Fried Chicken or whatever I said it was. Zombie Fried Chicken or whatever it was called. So we'll just grab some eggs. And I think I'm still in creative mode, yeah, so I can just oh my goodness! So yeah, that's how you miss it anyway. Come on, man. So that should have done it. What? This is very genuinely the worst look I think I've had with this before. There we go. Yes! Goodness. So this opens up here, and you get a once-off dispense. Oh, that should be not floating. So basically, you get a once-off chicken dispensing. So if you come in here, it'll give you some chicken and some feathers. I'm trying to come up with a use for the feathers to use as well. But yeah, you got like 16 chicken is huge. Like 16 pieces of good food in this game is pretty huge. So getting in here with the eggs and everything is really, really well worth it. And also you'd unlock yourself another spa, I suppose, if you're on the hunt for them. And then actually there's a very important room that I just completely glazed over like 4 times. Is Kaji's room, and Kaji was just on the stream there, we were just chatting, and his room is up here, and it is the Pack-a-Punch. It costs 69 flesh to get into, just because that was an option, and why wouldn't you? Seems to cost less than that. I'll revisit that, I guess. And basically you get in here, this is Kaji's skin and everything, and you get into the Kaji room, the Pack-a-Punch, where you can use an anvil and an enchanting table. You can also purchase lapis up here. I think you get 1 piece free per round or something like that. So if you get in here, you can get like a level 1 enchantment. So just say you do build yourself an iron sword, or you got a gold sword that had You got a gold sword that had a bunch of enchantments on it or whatever, and you want to combine them together. It's probably not worth it actually with gold. I don't know what I'm talking about. And I thought this door would close again after a little while, but maybe it stays open for longer than I thought, or it doesn't do that. I don't know. Like I said, I probably should have done this right after I started. Right after I finished making it, but like I said, I just got a little bit burnt out. This walkway here is when you first come in here as well, and as you come down, I was mentioning before, this is probably about 30 minutes ago, before these doors open, this diamond block should kind of be in your eye line, you know, as something like, ooh, what's down here? So I put a lot of care into trying making those line up and everything, and then down here you can access, once these sections have all been opened, this passage opens as well, and you can drop down into this area. You've got the pack-a-punch area here to upgrade your weapons, and then this leads over to the fourth bamboo plate, or the fourth pressure plate and the bamboo stall. I don't think I've called the pressure plate thing the pressure plate correctly once during this whole stream. And then, yeah, we're back into the lab where you have the upstairs secrets here and everything like that. I'm trying to think, is there any last little secret that I may have missed before we go into the warden section? I don't think so. I was going to do like a little parkour section and everything, but I know parkour is not everybody's kind of bag, and there's enough zombies and there's enough blah. That's probably fine. Is this it? Yeah. I reckon that's it. Yeah, so don't forget, yeah, you've got this in here. You can open this up here, and then off to the warden we go. So this is like really major spoilers for the warden section. I know most people have not made it very far into this part of the game at all. So for anybody who's kind of watching now and you haven't done this before, I'm going to show you the absolute optimal way to do it. You can technically, I've done it once. No, I've done it once while I was super geared and everything, and all prepped and everything, but you can actually get to the end of the game before the warden arrives in the game. So just to give you an idea, let's eat this now. So just so you know, every time you open this and press this, you will give the warden a game tick, like hey, I'm coming closer game tick, right? So we're going to do this once. Now we should see a I was expecting a warden draws near. It's not going. Hang on. I'm going to turn on my subtitles here. 1 sec. Accessibility, subtitles on. I really like these flashing lights in here as well. I think it makes it look very spooky and atmospheric. Let's see what it looks like with I think this is with complementary shaders on. Anyway, let's see what happens. I'm a little concerned about the fact that I didn't just get warden draws nearer sound effect, which I should have. Hey, there's a warden draw close. Let me just... I'm very concerned. That's normally... Have I got darkness right now? Oh, I do. Okay, I think it's working fine, actually. This is Ilmango's design, by the way. I didn't want to mess around with... learning how warden spawns work and stuff like that. So there's basically just 2 different sound detectors next to it. They're set to 2 different things. Oh, I said I wasn't going to talk about the redstone. So yeah, we're back here. This design is horrendous, and it's just because we're at bedrock. I couldn't go any lower, so this device is really slow. It's not slow to be mean, like most things in the game. It's slow. Where's my record? Where's my record? It's supposed to be playing a record for me right now. Oh well. It's supposed to be playing the Warden Rars. Anyway, we have triggered the Warden twice, right, so far with our barrel opening and our button pressing, which means that we should have one more Warden away. And you can see there are pressure plates everywhere. So if you would open this barrel once, place the items in, and push this barrel once, push this button once, you'd be on 2 ticks of your 4 Warden ticks, and then you could sprint through here. That's 3, and there's no. Oh, well, he's here. So there's no compulsory Warden spots. This is only in creative. This isn't here in the actual game. So the Warden is actually in the game, but he's in a queue. So that's the first one. We got 1 point, right? He's in a queue on his way down. Each subsequent noise, by the way, will summon another Warden, which is really mean, I know. So there's another Warden. And we are running up to the spider area now. And this is spider parkour, and I hope it's finished. Yeah, there's another Warden. I think he's noticed me. He's noticed me. Yeah, so we're just going to do a little runny around here, a little runny away. And basically we have our first door that you need to unlock. And hopefully the spider eye, the cave spider thing, and the spider thing on the wall will give you the full clue as to what you need to put in here. I've also included some crap that you can't put in there, so that you can actually see. It's impossible to light this from this distance, by the way. Give me a spider eye, no? Oh, it was a spider eye. Nice. So yeah, I think it's 3 spider eyes in this area. Oh, actually, I'm going to keep it consistent and turn off the shaders. Again, we're not trying to make it look good. This is a tutorial. And yeah, once you've come up here, the Wardens are approximately here, by the way. But like I said, they're in about a 2.5 minute queue. You want to just keep the spawner spawning. Was that? One still. Okay, great stuff. Loving it. Yeah, the idea behind needing the spider eyes to get in was to like stop people from just speedrunning this area, because if you're pretty good at parkour, you could just run all the way up and you wouldn't be affected by the fact that there's zombies or spiders, sorry. Still 1. Oh my god, can I just, will that be enough? Go on. No. So yeah, obviously we're not going to make the 2.5 minutes before the Warden gets into the game, but if I do get blasted, I'll just go into creative mode so that we can kind of finish this off. Having jump boost for this area, by the way, is like almost like cheating. If you do get the jump boost for this section, you can jump over. Oh, sweet. Oh, no. If you do have jump boost, like a lot of these are too tall jumps intentionally, so that if you have the jump boost, you're heavily rewarded for having that. This is the second of... oh, that's the wrong golden apple. This is the second of our flames. Then we want to come up here, around here. Oh, I'm not running anymore! Oh, and I need to go this way. I swear I'm good at this. Alright, so now we got a bit of speed going on. Here we go, up we go. This is like the most complicated parkour I could come up with. Yeah, basically you climb up here, get on the ladder, get up here, and then you want to run and... Ooh, now I'm not going to be able to get it. First time was a fluke. Oh no! First time was a fluke. Oh, Buster. Nice. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm sure for people who are good at this game, that's gonna be very easy. It was the most complicated thing I could cook up. Okay, we got the spawner here. There's two ways to get out of here. You can come up this way right away. So as soon as you do the little bit of parkour, you can take a left and come up here right away. Down here, it's not very clearly marked out. And then you're around to here. If you have jump boost, you can kind of do some game breaking things, but you're not supposed to be able to. So just like, you know, if you see any fences and stuff, they're not supposed to be jumped, I guess. And then if you come around here, there's some more steps up. This is not the only way you can go. I just want to show off some ways you can go. Bear in mind that this is going to be done in darkness, I suppose, so it's going to be a little bit tougher. And then as you come along here, this is a bit of parkour you can do, or you can do it kind of like the slower way. I'm going to try and... Am I running? Yeah. No! Mucho embarrassing. So, yeah, basically, you can do that there. Run from the edge, jump on the fence, make the jump, blah, blah, blah. What? Oh, you sneaker. Ah! Oh, and if you have jump boost as well, you can jump up here as well. You can make that jump. You don't need to wait for this thing, or you don't need to do the parkour thing. Oh no! The spiders are coming. Let's go! Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? We're going up around here, and then around. To be honest, actually, this bit is kind of just to have you spend as much time within the range of the spider spawner as possible, so that you end up with, yeah, it's very hard to actually fill this chamber up with spiders. Like, not fill them up, I mean, but like, you know, to put enough in that they're a danger. I have to wait for these damage ticks to wear off because I'm not going to make this jump. No, I'm not gonna make it anyway. This is so bad. Oh, buddy. So, no, I'm not. I was like, no, I'm not gonna cheat it. When I was failing the puzzle there, I was like, all right, we're just gonna cheat it. And I'm like, no, this is supposed to be a walkthrough, so we're not gonna cheat the walkthrough, obviously. Oh my goodness. Probably a bunch of competent players watching right now going, why can this guy not do a basic jump? Yeah, like I said, so most of this is just kind of designed to keep you in the spider area for as long as possible. There are different ways to go. To be honest, I'm actually just blanking on some of the different options that you have. Are you serious? Okay, so look, the jump is not that hard. I'm just not very good at this game. So, yeah, like, it's not that hard of a jump at all. So we're just going to cheese that because I'm genuinely embarrassed now. And the jump is over to here, which is the final one, which is most likely where I'm going to die because I can't actually hear out of my earphones. So I've got like the monitor in front of me playing vague game sounds. But essentially, down here, you are about to jump into the warden's lair. And I'm just going to go effect because you won't be able to see anything. Give spawn night vision infinite. Boom. So, yeah, when you drop down here, you're basically not going to be able to see anything. I would recommend that you bring some distraction tools, like... oh, there's one right there. So, straight away, there are 3 pressure plates, but you can come down around them and avoid them kind of like that. Whoa, baby. Yeah, so anyway, you can avoid the 3 things. And come up this way. Oh, this is locked. How do you open that again? There is a... can I do, like... Ah, no, there we go. Okay. Anyway, so back into spectator. We'll head on over to where those wardens are. So we've just gone up into here. This is a refitted Mojang design, by the way. It just kind of turned it into the puzzle of the game. Oh, baby. Wish I hadn't made that noise when I landed there now. Anyway, so the idea is that the wardens would be spread out from chasing and everything like that, and you get to the final puzzle of the game. I'm just going to enable that night vision again, and actually we'll just, like I said, we'll just cheese it a little bit just to make this a little bit easier, so we can run around freely. And essentially there are a bunch of different rooms in here. There's not much to get up to. There is a secret, but it's not built in right now. And essentially you're on the last puzzle of the game, and this is changing every time as well. So the answer is different every time, and the answer can be any one of these guys here. So you have to hit one of these note blocks and get it in the middle region here. You're either going to go too high or you're going to go too low or whatever. We'll just pick one at random and do that now. I guess that was too low. Too low. Too low. Hey, and that's it. So the idea is that each time you press one of those, you actually draw the warden's attention and you get a little rar. We can do that now if you want to see. So in order to unlock this, we've done that, blah, blah, blah. And now this section has been opened as well. And I think... Ooh, baby! You have to step on a pressure plate out of there, by the way, so they are drawn to your location. This area has been beautified by my buddy JPM as well, since it does not actually look like this anymore. This is just my creative version of it. On the server, it looks a lot prettier than this. And if we come up the ladder, we're into the final stages of the game here. This is all just leftover construction stuff. It doesn't actually look like this, as I said. And hopefully... Uh-oh. I still see lava, which means something didn't work. Well, now, that's funny, because that's just not supposed to happen at all. How did that... Great. Okay, so we've got some redstone activation issues. Wow. Okay. So in the actual finished version of the game, this is actually tested and 100% working. So we can just use our imagination. Imagine I'm doing the SpongeBob fingers while I'm doing this. And basically, you've come up here. We lit the first flame, which was... Let's actually take a look at these. See, it's a lot less scary when you've got night vision on, huh? So we came in here, we came up here, and we did the very first step. Like I said, this stuff is only here because I was in creative testing. And we lit the first soul flame, and that will go all the way over. It's this yellow pipe right here. And it'll fly all the way over to here, all the way up, and it'll light one of our soul flames. Ta-da! Then the second one was our spider eyes, and we went up this tube here, up into the spider arena, and up, and we lit this flame, which again will go off and send a fire to... Ah, yes, that makes perfect sense, because it's not actually set up on this. Again, like I said, it's all tested on the survival version of the game, which probably is the world download I should be using. Sorry, folks. And yeah, that would do the second one. And then the third one, you go up here to the exit, through here, down here. And again, this is the bit of parkour, the very easy jump I missed like 4 times there. And then you would fly down here. You drop down. You're inside. First thing to do is obviously make sure you do not touch these other 2 pressure plates. You can step out of here and kind of make your way up, or if you need to get a running jump or anything like that, you can do that here. Oh, I just realized I am incorrect. I forgot. Sorry. When you open this door here with the puzzle, you also unlock this last flame area. I did not light the last flame, so let's see if I go into creative here and we get a flint. I don't think it's going to work anyway, because that other one isn't hooked up. But if I do this, can you cheat? Can you cheese it this way if you do it this way? Finding out how to cheese the game. Where is the... Yeah, here it is. Oh, look, we get to see it happen. And this is what happens if you light all 3 soul flames on the server. You'll have to sneak past the final wardens. By the way, the warden spawn point is here. So the wardens will drop into the game on the final bridge. This is the 2.5 minute timer I was telling you about. So they spawn and they get stopped by all of these webs and they go down and into here and then drop down. And this is where you have to finish the game as well. So you're guaranteed to have to sneak past at least 1 warden, which is perfect. And then you come down along here and this will take you to the end of the game, basically. And that's it. That is 100% ZombieCraft completed. Are there secrets in here? Boom, 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 boom. This takes you up to the spiders area. This takes you in here. Oh, yes. It's not actually finished yet, but there will be a secret down here. Probably like a splash night vision potion or something like that. Just so you only get like 90 seconds, because I think splash potions work for like way less than the usual brew time. So what I'm thinking is that you get a splash brew potion down here, or splash night vision potion down here. I'm getting to that stage now where I'm saying the wrong word all the time now, so I'm thinking about just leaving it. And then this, if you need to sneak out of the warden area. So where I was, actually, if I had remembered this when I was doing this, when I dropped down here, the best option for me at that stage would have been to drop down into here, and I would have been back in kind of the starter area. And there's some winding caverns down here, and this will bring you back to the main area of the deep dark area. So it's actually quite small, but the point is that you're kind of always close enough to a warden the whole time. Again, this is all decorated in the survival version of the game, which actually we'll just jump on and take a look at right now. Let's see. Yeah, how do I get out there? Whatever, I'll just go as is. Ooh. So these are mostly just beacon cables and stuff like that, and all the wiring that tells what buffs to turn on and what signals to go what places and stuff like that. So like this is the yellow wire that we saw. This is like the wind condition for the warden area. Red is power all over the game, so no matter what, these kind of change colors depending on what I need them for. But the red one is consistently the power line. So when you see that on, that means that the actual game is on. Where are we now? Oh, where are we now? Probably should have got free cam working for this or something instead. Where are we? Oh yeah. So yeah, this is the warden puzzle. It's all disabled, by the way, when the game is off. You can't actually get in here. If you see any weird like wool blocks or anything like that. Let's see. Oh, how do I get out into the actual room, out into the game? Should have brought a... there we go. Should have brought a pickaxe with me. Definitely should have brought a pickaxe with me. But anyway, I can drop down here now, as we saw. I can run on all of these plates, by the way, and everything, and nothing will spawn. The shriekers, or the skulk will still get triggered, but the shriekers can't spawn them or anything. But yeah, here's the game actually decorated. As I said, the walls have really been filled out and everything. There's a potential secret over there coming in if I do come back to this. But yeah, if you wanted to basically 100% the game, that should be pretty much everything you need to do that. I have an achievement list here that I made. I had a doc to keep tracking all of the stuff to do with the game. And I don't know if you can read that. So like the easy ones, here it is, shafted, find one dead spa. The idea is that you would find them in the elevator shaft. Full circle, get back to the crypt from the lab. That's when you open up the lab shortcut that lets you go all the way back, and now you can do a full circle, obviously. Classy, unlock a class book. And yeah, that's obviously after you get some points. So I suppose actually if I jump into an actual like game, and we take a look at this. Oh, where's the door again? Yes. So these are obviously just for maintenance, for me to pop in and out and stuff like that. If you're playing the actual game, don't use these iron doors. They will get you out into the redstone, as you can see here, into the craziness. This is from the dig, by the way, some of the stuff. So I think this is like tough, or yeah, this is deep slate. This is deep slate, deep slate, deep slate. I think yeah, I'll have deep slate and tough and cobbledy slate and everything for the rest of my days on the server, I think. Just need to get a bite to eat. Whatever. So yeah, just to jump into, you would start playing, right? So you walk in here, just say you're gonna start playing with me here, and you want to pop in and you go, all right, cool. Cards for new players, new player cards, right? You come in, that's all you need. You're not gonna play with anything else. You go in absolutely naked, absolutely nothing. We would put this food away. This goes in here, and you would turn on the game. Please wait for light to go off before playing a new game. Has it not been 5 minutes since I... Oh, I unloaded the chunks. Yeah, okay, cool. Sorry, when I disconnected, yeah. So, here we go. Please wait for the light to be off before playing a new game. Obviously, it's not off, and the game is in the off position. So you just need to wait for this to happen. Wait for this to cool down. But essentially, all you're going to do on your first play is throw in your player card. It's going to come out here, and it's going to be with some food and maybe a sword or maybe some boots or something like that. Throw the book back into your deck, into your case or whatever, and then just enter the dungeon. First couple of times you play, you're going to get wrecked. You're not going to make much progress. You're not going to get much done. But when you do, like here you go, here's an experience point, and that goes towards your experience points. When you have 20 experience points, enter 20 XP points to unlock a class. You would chuck that into the water stream here, throw the payment into the water, and it will give you one of 4 random classes. And little secret here, developer secret, there you go, and it'll drop it out here. So I've made 48 diamonds on this project. I know I've probably made a lot more than that actually, but I had to spend like, oh man, the redstone expenses were crazy. So yeah, these are the shops basically, with just classic item filters, speed bonus, resistant bonus, medic level 1, medic level 2, soldier level 1, soldier level 2. So when you enter in 4 soldier level 2s, it'll give you a soldier level... Oh, there's none. Oh, sorry. They're in the dispensers. That makes sense. So here's your soldier level 3, here's your soldier level 2, here's your support level 2, support level 3. So this is how you level up. You add in 4 of these one things, and then it gives you another one. These are the pay to win bonuses. So when you chuck a diamond in, it dispenses one of these for you and throws it into the thing. So 48 people have bought pay to win books. I actually don't even want the diamonds. It's just to give them some sort of cost, because otherwise people would just play with the boost books all the time. And then yeah, you can also upgrade those books. So if you put in 4 resistance, 1, 2, 3, 4 resistance, I'll be able to upgrade it to the next book, which is a regen book. So we'll just wait 1 second for that to go through. We'll hear a little ding. There's the ding. And here it is, and we have a regen book. Ta-da! And then you can play those books. Sorry, so let's actually put this in here, and you can get an idea of what a 0 level game is going to be like. With 1 player, it's like suicide. Well, every game is like suicide. You don't survive, so... Well, you can, if you make it all the way through all that stuff that we just took a look at on the thing. If you survive all of that... So there we go. The stuff has started coming back in, so I can throw my... Not great. So you got two pork chops, 1 cookie, 1 bread. Definitely not the worst. You could get 4 cookies, and that would be a very bad time. And then with the regen bonus, we'll get the Totem of Undying. So we see here now. Some of them take way longer than others, by the way, just because they're further away in the redstone, and there's not really anything I can do about that. I just tried to move the ones that are more commonly used into more frequently used zones, whatever. And that's it. You can see the buffs have worn off now. We're going to jump in. Always press the button to make sure everybody's in the game. And then when we hop in here, is there any bamboo left? Yeah, a little bit. I'm just going to kind of cheese it a little bit and grab some some bamboo from my previous round. 7, still not great. Your player card, by the way, has like a 20% chance to get you a sword. So the fact that I didn't get one, I guess, is not unlucky, but not ideal. But you can kind of see here, kind of undisturbed as it is. You just wait for that ding sound to stop. We're on 21 here, which is pretty good. When we get to about 35, and we can craft 2 swords, or 2 axes, sorry. I think it's 35. So those zombie sounds now, I know that definitely a round has started, and there's some zombies roaming around here for sure. You can kind of stay hidden in this corner, but that can also bite you in the butt, because you can stay here kind of hidden, and there might be 20 zombies in the arena, and you're not aware of it, and as soon as they notice you, like this guy, you end up being a little bit in trouble, because they're pathfinding. Oh yeah, I forgot to put this guy in the shelves. Whoa, no. Free egg. Any armor? Oh, look at that. Let's cheese that. Cheers, buddy. And we'll go down and try and craft that. I've no objections, like, as the game maker, to somebody playing with... Oh my god, I'm so slow at crafting. Oh, I need another thing. I'm just gonna panic craft. Okay, it's okay. Totally panicked there. Yeah, and this is it. So you can see I've got no bonuses, no boosts, no blah. And I'm just gonna see how long I can survive in the round, basically. And yeah, if you drop in and there's armor in the shop or whatever, feel free to use it. If there's bamboo in the shop already, feel free to use it, whatever you want. I'm not too fussy about that. It was paid for. It's not like it's left over from a developer run or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the whole game, I guess. I'd love to hear some comments or whatever. If you'd like to play, I can leave some information in the thing. And for the next stream, basically we are going to be looking solely at the redstone. This was very much just looking at the game and the overview of the game and how it works and how to complete it. This is supposed to be a walkthrough for somebody maybe on the server who hasn't completed it before. They're interested in taking those ideas. Huge shout out to the guys who helped decorate and a lot of the guys who gave me some ideas. Sorry, I really want to throw this chicken egg before I pack in the run here and just see if we get crazy odds and a good throw. Let's go! No. Yeah, that's basically it. Let's see, and I'll just die honorably here. Oh, I didn't realize I had a totem. Yeah, and that's it. So like I said, it was supposed to just be like a total walkthrough of the game. So now you can 100% the game as you're playing it. The 360 no scope is when you jump from the well and you actually jump in. Oh, sorry, skipped over the last step of that demonstration. You turn this off and you check your points. Now, I would wait like 15 seconds and just make sure that everything has come in through here, because sometimes you get some delayed ones, sometimes they'll pop out and then you won't get more for like another 10 seconds or whatever. It's a little bit random. And then yeah, if you're playing with 4 players, make sure all 4 players have put in their player cards, and they'll all get rewards and stuff like that on the thing. I'm just going to double check because I'm terrible at streaming if anybody left a message in chat. Hey, so that actually bling 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 that you just heard there is the end of the point dispensing. So look, you got 1 point Not great, but starting out, that's not bad. If you play with buddies, I guarantee you'll start getting 3 and 4. And then once you start getting points and stuff like that, I would say that when me and the guys play around, we're averaging about 12 to 17 experience point per round. So the idea is that it starts hard, you get more map awareness, you get more whatever, and then it increases in difficulty. Um, Here's the slightly harder thingies. I actually think as well I have thingies. I just used the word thingies. I'm trying not to say thingies. ZombieCraft achievements. Yes. So I actually made these into achievement windows as well. Little pop-ups, so you can add these to your account or whatever if you want. So man down, revive a teammate. That's in the garden area. So let's actually just take a look at this. Finger licking, unlock the ZFC. So that's the ZombieCraft fried chicken. Spend some dough, open the bread room. This is probably going to change to some sort of potion room or something. I don't like this room anymore. That's why I didn't even look at it. I kind of forgot it was there. Nobody uses it. It was a way for like achievement hunters to get infinite bread, basically, so you could keep playing because your food will eventually run out, and that will eventually end your run. And then Pack a Punch, unlock the armory. That's Kaji's one. Snob is class yourself up. I figured it would be a funny name. Bad idea is if you shave the sheep and visit the witch. We saw that to get the double jump. Burn baby burn. That's basically complete the game, which is light all 3 of the soul flames. Unnecessary is craft a smooth stone slab, which is actually possible. In the game, don't place it. There are no blocks to be placed or broken in the game. You shouldn't place or break any blocks. Farmer is get 1 carrot, 1 potato, 1 bread. The bread you get as a random reward. You might also get these rewarded to you randomly, but you can also get them as zombie drops if you wanted to do that. So in one run, have these. There is a furnace, by the way, in the game. Some of them are like iron furnaces or whatever they're called, blast furnaces, so you won't be able to do that. But yeah, you can actually get the cobblestone, get the fuel, smelt the thing, smelt it again, and then use the crafting table to make a smooth stone slab, which again, unnecessary. It's totally unnecessary. It's just a stupid thing just to brag for that. And then find 3 dead spas in 1 run. That's 3 of my player heads located around the thing. Miner, get 1 iron, gold, copper, and lapis. I think the gold was in there from a time when you were going to go to the nether, which is why you go to a nether portal at the end. That's probably not going to be in it anymore. Game broke, reach the lab with only a player card. That's like for pros, so you get in there with no classes, no bonuses, no boosts, no anything. You're just proving how awesome you are at the game. Try hard, get level 3 in all classes. Get level 3 in all classes, and then master. Oh yeah, sorry. So these should be in the reverse order, I guess. That you would get a master level 3 class up, and I'll just show you my classes as well. Even as the game creator, I do not have all of them unlocked yet. I have so 2 tanks, 1 level 1 tank, support level 2, and a medic level 2. So basically, I am like a lot of points away from like completing the game. So you need 4. Actually, maybe it'd be easier to do this on the spreadsheet. You need class items. That's good. Books. Maybe this will work here. So if you have a medic level 1, you need 4 of these to get to a medic level 2, and you need 4 of those to get to a medic level 3. So if you want to get a maxed out medic, you need to have 100. Wait, so it's 20 points times 16, right? Which is 320. Is that correct? Yeah, so you need like 320 points to max out a class, which is, yeah, it's like a lot. So that's why we've really encouraged trading between players as well. This was 50, by the way, and I just realized that I brought it down to 20 actually, which is a lot more reasonable. But it's supposed to be it's 20 points, so you can get your first class pretty easy, and then you can get like level 1 in all of these, and then it's a bit more work to get the level 2, and then maybe you want to start trading away your items for the level 3s. I don't know whose stuff all this is actually. So soldier level 3, there you go. There's one. That's the only soldier level 3 I think in the whole game. Tank 2, medic 1, support 1, and there's like 3 and 3 of those, and then some bonuses and stuff. Oh, this is Jabberwocky's box here. This is Letifer's. He's got some speeds. Tanks 2, level 2. He's got a thank you book, by the way, which we saw earlier, and a perma perk. So Letifer got a thank you book for helping to contribute towards the game. I think at this stage I might just be rambling instead of just wrapping it up. But yeah, this is basically the end, yeah. And then next time I do one of these, it's just going to be mega technical, all 100% kind of the redstone and how it works. And big thanks to everyone again who made this possible. This was not a one-man show. A huge shout out to my server mates and everything who helped me like with the digging and decorating and making it look as good as I think it plays. This is genuinely one of the proudest things I've ever constructed, so I feel great about the fact that it's as you can see here, functionally finished. I would like it to look better in certain places, but that's hopefully something I'll get sorted in the future. And yeah, thanks very much for those of you who tuned in for the video, and for those who are looking to do a full walkthrough of the game, I will timestamp the bits where it's important to do so. And yeah, I might make a clearer video on the roulette thing, the AAA BBB thing, because that didn't work out perfectly. But anyway, yes, that's it. I think that's it.